Hey, what it do, what the business is.
It is another week in the books with the On Deck TV podcast. I am Spike Lou.
Man, holla at your boy Animal Brown, Animal_Brown on social media if you're looking for me.
Absolutely, I am Spike Lou on those same social sites. Back and again, I know y'all tired of looking at the Zoom. We're coming back, I promise you, to the studio.
Fact. Back in the spaceship before you know it.
Sooner rather than later, man. But we still getting it in. We know y'all are appreciating the pods. We appreciate doing it for you. So continue to tap in and stay on deck. Grab you some t-shirts, all of that good stuff. Oh, excuse me, some crew necks.
There you go. It's a little chilly out.
Absolutely. It snowed, and then it was 70 today. So shout out to the weather machine getting it in. It's the On Deck TV show, man. Live and direct.
Hell yeah, man. We got an action-packed episode, man. We're not going to waste no time. We got a couple of new albums getting ready to come out this week. We're going to test our anticipation level for them. Also, Gotti is back in album mode. He got a mean little promo going on right now. We're going to talk about if it's really working or not. And just like last week, we went back in the spaceship 20 years. We're going to do the same this time, man. We're going back in the time machine, that is, and going back to 2012, 10 years. We'll talk about some of the big notable albums and mixtapes from that year. But first, your man's J. Cole was featured on Benny the Butcher's new single called Johnny P's Caddy. All right, critically acclaimed record and video. We're going to keep it simple. Cole bodied this verse. Does this automatically make him the best rapper alive today?
Absolutely. I'm glad you asked. That was a great question. Yes, J. Cole is the best rapper rapping. And the reason why, you can hear it in this verse from the moment that he started rapping, I feel like that he even took some offense and said, because when Benny's verse, he said the only person that he got to respect is Kanye West. Mm-hmm. And then Cole kind of came in like, okay, my nigga Butcher coming, nigga. And then at the end of that, you hear him say respect it. And then he went on this fucking ape shit, crazy body. And I don't even know if that was 16, but fucking J. Cole solidified himself as the best rapper alive right now. And one of the reasons why I hit on it again, I'll say it, he cares. Mm. Like it ain't about, and credit be to Drake, it ain't about his son. It ain't about a clothing line. It ain't about a new marketing venture with your manager and you leaving your label. With J. Cole, all it's about is rap. I'm going to line up. We're going to go in here and do these 16, 32. You want to do 64, however many bars you need, my nigga. I'm going to clean you up. And that's for whoever. I need to hear Cole and Hove rapping to really solidify this right now. Like, Hove really got to dust it off and feel like that Cole is coming at him and let niggas know, like, I've replaced you as the motherfucking beast on the track right now. I feel like after this verse, it may be overreaction. So what? We do podcasts. That's what this is for. I'm going to fully overreact and say, yes, after this Benny verse, J. Cole is the best rapper alive.
Yeah, as they do in sports, man, they have power rankings every week. Mm-hmm. And they shuffle. They move up and down depending on the results of the previous week. If there was a rap power ranking, there's no way on God's green earth J. Cole is not number one in that list. Benny the Butcher is a hell of a rapper. He is here with all the bars you want and need. And J. Cole washed them.
Nigga got cleaned
respectfully. Washed, because I thought Benny verse was tough.
He had a good verse.
That's a great verse.
That was a good verse. If it was anybody else on that song, he would have ripped it. He probably would be the guy we're talking about. Like, we need to watch out for that Tanner Talk 4. Benny in his bag. No. Jermaine Cole came through and did Jermaine Cole things.
He gives a shit, bro. Like he's the difference between, like, you see this in basketball, bro. You'll see the guy that's super talented but don't really be putting in the work like that. And so every once in a while he'll flash, you know what I'm saying? But he's not as consistent. This nigga is on this LeBron. Like, LeBron still gives a shit in year 30. Like, this nigga still cares. He putting up 35s, 10s, and 12s. That is what Cole is doing. I'm super excited for him to keep this up and to see what we're going to have on deck for the off-season joint that he's supposed to be dropping. I'm very interested to see what that sounds like. He's not letting his foot off the gas at all. In case you thought he was going to take a year off, that is not the move. That shit is crazy. I'm here for it.
What he got coming out? What are you talking about?
I mean, the one, whatever the one he's supposed to say is his last. That the fall off. Excuse me.
Oh, the fall off.
Not the off season. The fall off. I'm very interested to see what that sounds like.
Knew something I didn't you? But
no, I mean, right. he put out that schedule.
Yeah, I remember now what you're talking about.
But it didn't have any dates, and it had It's a Boy. You know, the rumor is he's going to drop some on his birthday, but it didn't happen, which is January 28th. But it didn't happen because they thought that's what It's a Boy meant. It didn't happen. So we're gonna see. Maybe that had to do with the single. Who knows? I'm very interested to see what this new project is going to sound like, and I'm just happy to see somebody just going this hard, bro, in this stage in the game when they really don't have to.
Exactly. And the analogy with LeBron was great because that's exactly in preparation for this what I was thinking. It was like the basketball player when you was like, or the football player, when you see them do small shit. And it's like, damn, how did he even know that was going to happen? Because I watched that much tape. Yep. I'm in the gym, on the field, that much. I know what you're going to do. Then I know what you're going to do in preparation for what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to react to that. Yeah. Like it's levels to this. And J. Cole is just taking it to another level because of his level of care. Like I just care more than more other niggas right now. I ain't got nothing else going on. And I say that facetiously. I know he does a lot of other things outside of the booth, but it seems like in comparison with his peers, he's the one that cares. Like rap is at the forefront for him. It's not any of those other things.
Yeah. And let's be clear, a major part of this is because it was on a song with a high caliber rapper like Benny. Yeah, like you just don't see that too often where you walk out and be like,
Benny's verse is an afterthought. Like I don't even think that ever happened. Where you think you listening to Benny, like he had album of the year for me 2 years ago. Where you listening to him and you like, I've replayed that Cole verse at least 50 times. And I ain't even talking about the whole song starting over. I'm talking about I'm going back to his verse. Sheesh. That man ripped that. Even the way he came in, the God is crying. My favorite bar in there.
That was hard.
If Jesus called me for a feature, then I'm going to hell. Like that's up there. Like I said, that's it.
He snapped.
He in his bag.
He snapped. Absolutely. That shit crazy. Someone else in the booth, man, that's trying to snap right now is your goal. My bad.
Absolutely. I'm gonna bring it in. This is your man, so I'm gonna read the question and let you talk about it. Your man's Jayceon Taylor, is that his last name, Taylor? Mm-hmm. The game says that him and Hit Boy are the new Nas and Primo or the new Jay-Z and Just Blaze, whichever way you want to cut it. My question to you, Animal Brown, is are you buying it?
I'm buying as much as I can without actually hearing multiple records or multiple projects. Like, it's tough to compare yourself to what Hit Boy and Nas are doing. They're 3 projects deep with a 4th on the way. We know, Nas and Primo, they've been working together for decades at this point. Jay and Just Blaze, obviously, we know what that looked like and what that sound like on Blueprint and hella other projects. They got years and years of records behind them to make statements like this. And so the game and Hit Boy, we heard the joint with him and Kanye. I did like that record. I thought that shit was kind of fire. But nigga, it's gonna take more than that though, bro. Because I'm gonna be honest, that record has already come and gone, and we already on this Benny and Cole. Been on that all weekend. So the game and Drake, the game and Kanye's record was fire with Hit Boy, and I am excited to hear what he has got for the whole project. But I'm not gonna jump out of the window and put them up there with legendary duos like he just did. Although Game is a confident person and rap is a braggadocious sport, so you're supposed to feel like this, but I can only buy so much of it today. We'll see when this project come out because they are gassing it.
Woo. Braggadocious in sport were the key words that you said there that I want to focus on. And if I were Nas, I'd have a problem with this. You spoke right when you said they last. Like Nas and Hip Boy have done 3-4 albums together straight.
That too, yeah.
Now you're coming and saying, "Oh no, nah, this is my boy," and you got Dre or whoever else, Mustard, any nigga on the West Coast that you want to name, you partner with them. If I was Hit Boy and Nas, I'm going in the booth and I got some ether for Game. This is exactly what I need right now. Actually, I've been smooth in my lane. Niggas think I lost it because I'm putting this feel good music out. I'm gonna body you for playing. Don't even compare yourself to me. And this is the thing the Game always complain about. He liked to poke or jab at the people that at the top spot. he's done that historically. So I don't say this facetiously and say, oh, you no, I'm not being crazy here. You don't come out and say with the guy who's been working with Nas for the last 4 albums, oh no, me and him, nah, y'all good, but me and him, we
like, the new Dre and Snoop.
We like Jordan and Pippen, bro. Like nigga, shut up. If I was Nas, I have bars for that nigga, even if it ain't a whole Ether song. Don't play with me. Stop playing with me, acting like you're on the same level as me. Don't even put me in your conversation. I'm Nas and you're the game. Don't ever forget it. And if I was Hit Boy, I'm aiding and abetting Nas. Absolutely. Let's drop some Ether on this nigga. Fuck him. And it's kind of
the studio across the hall too. Fuck it.
Yeah, you right there. And I'm gonna go in there, dap you up, and what's up, blood? What's up, God? Wait till you hear that new Nas, son. Wait till you hear that, bro. I'm telling you, gonna fuck with it, gassing him. And I'm bodying him. And here go the thing though. Game done cry wolf so many times, even if he responds to it, no one cares. No one's gonna care if you respond. If you got a better diss than me, it don't matter because you've done this so much and made such a spectacle out of stuff in your career. If I'm Nas, if I read this, I'm disrespected and I'm coming out and I'm bodying you. If it ain't even nothing but a bar, I'm putting you in your place. Don't even put yourself on the same level as me, nigga. Get out of here.
Game that they saying this game is crazy. They saying they whoever they are saying that it's heavy. And I'm gonna be honest, the last game was fire. That Born to Rap was the shit. I had this album of the year it came out. I even liked the 1 or 2 joints before that in 1992. I thought that shit was fire too. And I randomly heard it about a week ago, and it was still fire. I was like, damn, I forgot that game was banging too.
Don't get it fucked up now. He ain't Nas.
And Hit Boy on a roll too. So
even as we get into this year and talk about the 2012 topic, like he came out with that Jesus piece this year.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That was banging.
Yeah, we know what he can do.
He's been on a strong run.
Yeah.
From the beginning of his career, he just ain't Nas. Right? And I wouldn't, if I'm Nas, I wouldn't want him comparing himself to a nigga that I'm working with currently.
Yeah.
Or previously on any of that. My nigga, leave my name out of your mouth, actually.
And he ain't Jay either. So
yeah, my nigga, just relax, my nigga. Like, and this is part of what rap is, like you said, like it's a sport, nigga. You gotta put niggas in their place. How you think you can check me? Check ball. I'm gonna show you what this about. Gonna send you back to Compton, my nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm interested though. I know when we talked about Hit Boy said he was working with people and we was like, who would you want to hear him on? We know, I don't know what happened with the Dreezy project. Who knows where that's at? Maybe that's
she was finished.
Huh?
Nah, she said she was finished. She was tweeting. You followed her on Twitter. She was tweeting the other day about the album being done and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well,
she said she throwing her feet up, like waiting on the people, like you mentioned before, to drop it. Yeah, but she said she done with it.
Oh, okay. All right. That's on deck then. But if you would have asked me who would I like to hear him with, I don't know if I would have said Game off the top of my head, but that I like that matchup though. I think that's a good matchup.
Absolutely, because Game a rapping ass nigga, he can rap. I definitely want to hear Hit Boy with people of that ilk. Dreezy can rap too, so yeah, absolutely.
Man, keep it moving. We're gonna take it down south. Yo Gotti, fresh off of taking a timeout for dropping his CM10 album.
Wonder what happened.
Yeah, due to the Dolph incident. He is back in album mode. The album is scheduled to release this week. He dropped a song, right, where he's got a couple of verses filled in and he left the other verses empty. This is his promo for the project. He is asking independent artists that are on the come up to submit a verse on his project, and the fierest, hardest verse will make it to the final cut. What's the letter grade for this particular rollout? I feel like we haven't seen one like this in a minute.
This is average to me. And the reason that I say it's average because we'll sit up here and we'll talk about the influx or there's so many rappers. So what Yo Gotti is doing is doubling down on that and saying, well, everybody wants to rap. I'll leave some blank space and you can be on my album. At this point in the game, Yo Gotti don't need no more artists. That's the last thing that he needs. I think that there's a creative way. If you're expanding the CMG team, you can promote this album with doing that on another level. Like, I ain't saying that you need to bring in an executive, but different marketing approaches. There are a lot of different avenues that you can take to get into hip hop nowadays other than rap. Yo Gotti being the progressive boss that he is, I would love to see him expand that other than just trying to sign another or find the next hottest rapper. Who's the next person that's going to market your album the best, or maybe additional cover work? anything to where you can get people involved with CMG just like you are, but you don't have to give me a 16. Give me something like when T.I. did the thing when he was trying to find someone with the Grand Hustle stuff. I know that wasn't around an album, but if you find a way to do this or some type of marketing approach that lets us see behind the scenes of how you're growing the company, since you've already extended it in the rap sense, let us see it from the business sense. I think that's more interesting. That plays into more of this stage of Gotti's career as to just being another rapper that's looking for another rapper. Like Gotti, a boss. I love the moves that he's making with Roc Nation, all the artists that he has under him. He's to be respected in every record label that he walks in. Show us that person that you're grooming beside you, or open the door to groom someone beside you so you can show them the record business as you've done it. I think that would have been a lot cooler than just like having 16, because I'm not gonna listen to whoever that is and win that. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm never gonna go listen to their solo project. So
I think if y'all remember, Dolph passed about a week and a half, give or take, before this album was supposed to drop, and Gotti coincidentally had a live Q&A scheduled the same day that happened. He of course canceled the live Q&A and obviously delayed the album. His mentions were in shambles. Everybody was connecting the two because they had beef. This is genius. Because it accomplished one thing. It took the heat off of him and the Dolph situation. It's completely separated the two. No one is talking about that anymore. No one's connecting him to any of that. They're just submitting verses in hopes of getting on the mixtape. I've seen 10 of these on my timeline, and I didn't know I followed 10 rappers, dude. I had no idea. So I didn't know I followed 10 independent rappers. Shout out to them. I heard some really good ass verses too, though. I was actually like, damn, that's what's up. So like, see, if somebody was to make it, fuck it, let them be from the Ville then, like that. I'm here for that. But I thought it was genius, dog. Like we talked about this in a group chat when this happened. Should Gotti delay it? Should he say fuck it and just drop it anyway because I'm Yo Gotti? And I always thought that delaying it was smart, although I can understand why he would feel a certain way. Like if I'm Yo Gotti, Mario Mims, then he has the right to be like, bro, I'm a vet. I done did what I did. I ain't got shit to do with this. I'm not gonna delay my album because some shit I ain't got nothing to do with. I would understand him completely if he was to say that in my face. And then I would also understand completely the PR person that he pays $100,000 a year standing next to him saying that's not a smart move. You know what I'm saying? Let's put this on pause. Let's regroup and think strategically. When millions are on the line, you have to think strategically. That's just how you have to move. And kudos to him for listening to the people that he has around him to come up with things like that. And I think this worked, bro. This worked perfectly, bro. He's got people doing the marketing for him because they're reposting the song with their verses on. His genius, bro. And people haven't done this in a long time, so it's smart.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good marketing play. I just would have liked to see it go another way. My question, though, when the $100,000 marketing team that you're talking about, Yo Gotti don't work for them. They work for Yo Gotti, right?
That's a fact.
He get final say. They just making suggestions, right?
That's a fact.
So
they're just advising.
If we're role playing and I'm Yo Gotti and you tell me what you just say, you say, I don't know. Like, wait, bro. Like,
yeah,
just wait.
Let this shit cool down. Let the dust settle.
My response to you would be, well, I'm an innocent man. If I am or I ain't, no matter that. Right. But I didn't do it. I don't have anything to be guilty about. And I feel like that delaying it makes me look guilty. What would you say to that?
I would say the public perception is whether you're innocent or guilty, it's all about the public perception. And the public perception thinks that you had something to do with it, or they're implying that you had something to do with it. So it doesn't matter what the case is. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how it's perceived. And I'm the king of buying time. Right. If you don't make any rash decisions. If you have a way to buy time, do that then, and then think it over, sleep on it, and think a little bit more strategically. It's tens of millions on the line. You can't think like I'm Yo Gotti and this shit, I'm bigger than this. Sometimes you think you are and you not, and shit could be over like that. Like that's how quick this culture is, dude. So you got to just buy some time. That's an underrated facet of life, man. It's buying time.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You right that tens of millions on the line, But if I'm Yo Gotti, I think long and hard about the relationship that I really had with Dolph. Like, where was that shit rap or was it like real shit? Because if I'm Yo Gotti and that was real shit, if I didn't have anything to do with it, I'm fully innocent and ain't got nothing to hide, then I'm disagreeing with you and I'm out here. Because one, it may slow down some business deals in the forefront, but it add to the lure of what we do. Like, I'm in the business of selling what happened. I'm a rapper. Like, I'm a gangster rapper. Yeah. So if a motherfucker think that I had something to do with that and it ain't directly affecting my, like, ain't nobody gonna take no deals off the table because you're not gonna convict me of murder because I didn't pull a trigger. Yeah. I ain't kill nobody. But if the lure is there, similar to the Gucci Man lure, the Suge Knight lure, like what's my man name? Haitian Jack. Those guys, if I'm Yo Gotti and I'm taking that step in my career, then I don't care about the lure being there. All I'm gonna do is deny it in the interviews. I ain't had nothing to do with it, bro.
That's tough because Dolph was like a hometown hero type cat, though. Like a lot of people fucked with him though. But so it's hard when Dolph, when you got the lure against the fuck
with me, no way.
Yeah, but he gives me like people's champ vibes though. Like, people really fucked with Dolph. Yeah. It'd be one thing if people didn't really fuck with him like that. People really fuck you. That would be a very risky play if you try to go against the people's champ like that, because that can turn on you quick, dude. Real quick. And they made a smart decision because this rollout is smart, and you're not thinking of this rollout in a couple of hours, nigga. This takes weeks to think of and put together, dude. Like, Dolph gets killed in the AM. You're not thinking of this rollout at 3 p.m. before you go on this Q&A. Like, that's not, these niggas ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? No. So like, it takes time to plan shit like this.
That's fair. But again,
and that Q&A, remember when R. Kelly did the Ask R. Kelly on Twitter? Nigga, your shit turns into shambles. Like, whose idea was that, bro?
Nah, we ain't doing no, but first of all, we ain't doing no Ask Nobody shit.
That's what it would turned into, bro. Like,
but I'm dealing with all professionals though. Like, that shit right there, cancel. But Breakfast Club, Gilly and Wallow, the OndeckTV podcast, Joe Buttons, I go talk to them. And when they ask me about it, if they good journalists, I ain't nothing to do with that. I don't know nothing about it. My condolences to his family, man. I wish the best for them, and they need any help from me, just being from Memphis and that brotherhood, I try to do whatever I can from them. Y'all know our relationship, how it was. I'm sorry that it wasn't mended. If he is truly sorry about it, I'm keeping it moving. Yeah. But, there's two ways you can go about it. I just think it would have added to what he wants to be. As opposed to just an artist and more so over like, I'm going to take that next step.
I can see Black Youngster feeling like that, but Gotti passed that though.
He ain't even got the opportunity
to be. Black Youngster did a video and he's in a graveyard and there's a tombstone with Dolph's last name on it. Like that, he'll feed into that. But to me,
he's an idiot. He don't got the foundation that Gotti has. That's what I'm saying. Gotti has the foundation to exclude him from this stupid shit. Like, I'm a businessman. I'm a professional. I own a professional sports team. Y'all niggas asking me about a street murder from a rapper that got killed in his hometown. Like, bro, I don't know nothing about this, dude. Yeah. Even if I do, I don't know shit about this. Like, it's just that I just feel like as a boss, it just could have been a step to where I'm removing myself even from that conversation. Like, I almost would have went on the campaign of making people feel stupid about asking me about, like, well, what the fuck would you even, this is rap, bro. Like, well, all we did was in the booth. Like, why would you even, what?
Well, he has successfully removed himself from the conversation with this rollout.
Definitely has. Shout out to him in this rollout, man. Next, before we get on to revisiting the 2012 year in hip hop, a couple of albums are dropping this Friday. The aforementioned Yo Gotti is dropping his project. 2 Chainz is dropping Dope Don't Sell Itself. And for some reason, Earth Gang is on this list. M Extra must have had a part in the production this week. My question to you, Animal Brown, which one would you hit play on first?
I'm gonna hit play on that Gotti first, because I'm interested to see what he has to say. But that Earth Gang, I'm interested in because, again, Ghetto Gods. That's a dope title, and I really want somebody from Dreamville to step up to the plate, and there might be another Cole verse on there. So I'm definitely here for that. But I'm gonna play the Gotti first. I'm very interested to see what this music sounds like. I wonder if he changed anything. I wonder if the tone is different. I'm just very curious 2 Chainz saying that this is his last trap album is intriguing, but the singles leading up to this haven't sounded that great to me. So I'm a little afraid of that. So I'm gonna go Gotti first, and then I'm gonna do Chainz second, and then Earth Gang third. And then Nicki got a new single with Lil Baby, which should be interesting because she's coming out of retirement. So
she said, "Baby washed on her too."
Who?
She taking notes from her previous boo, Meek, and said, "Baby washed her on that song too." Like, I don't know what the urge is to come out and tell people that you got watched on the song is.
Yeah,
from there, but like, it's weird to me.
I gotta stop that.
Yeah, but to answer this question, for me, my original answer was going to be none of the above. I'm not checking for anything when it drops on Friday. I'll probably be asleep, but 2 Chainz is my guy. And as you were talking about it, it did make me want to, like, I get excited when people that I like, I'm still listening to that True album that came out in 2012 from 2 Chainz, because I feel like from that point to now is just a different artist. So I don't really expect it to be something that I'm going to fall in love with, but 2 Chainz is my guy. So he is a person that I would check with relatively early when it comes out. But I reserve I'm listening to this when it come out for like J. Cole. So you said J. Cole and the Earth Gang. That's the first thing I'm going to do and look and see, is he featured on that Earth Gang, and listen to that song. Then I'm going to go to sleep and listen to the rest of it the next morning. So that's going to be my first move. But yeah, if you gotta care, you got to show me that you care like J. Cole care for me to be checking for you at midnight on Friday. That's me personally. I know a lot of people jump into, like in the group chat, their albums are posted at 8 a.m. People saying that they're banging. It amazes me every time. But for me, it's just like the people that I'm checking for at that, like the day it drops, are the people that I know are locked in. Like if I was a Kanye fan, Donda. Motherfucker tell me Donda coming out, I'm sitting at 11:59, I'm refreshed. Like, my nigga, say that. So,
I'm interested to see what these sound like, because I really want to give Earth Gang a chance, because I was an Outkast fan, and they kind of give me that vibe. I know everybody says that, but it is what it is. And so I really want them to live up to their potential and to live up to the gas that M Extra pours on everything that they've ever recorded. Yes. One day they're gonna live up to it. Hopefully it's this project, because at least they knocked the title out of the park. I'm just hoping that the content match.
I love that title. I need that. If they got a Ghetto Gods hoodie, I need that.
Yeah, I need to see what the artwork look like. I haven't looked at the artwork. It need to be fire too. Like,
it gotta have some with Ghetto Gods on it. That's probably fire.
That merch might get copped if they got some fly shit. All right, man, on to the topic. Or let us know what y'all checking out first, though, man, on OndeckTV show on Instagram, and of course the Rap Chat on Facebook. Which project are you playing first? Maybe there's another sleeper on here that we not on, man. Put us on something that's gonna drop that you want to hear first. Let's get to the topic, man. 2012, of course, you know how we get down. 10 years in the past. Some very interesting releases, man. 2012 was a very interesting time. We got notable releases. We got a slew of mixtapes. But real quick, we got a short list of debuts that dropped, man. I just want to cover these real quick. Future Pluto debuted. That's probably his worst project, bro. Like, it wasn't nothing.
Yep. This was off the mixtapes, though. Like, this was when the mixtapes was banging. For sure. This was Astronaut Status. It just came out before this.
Yes.
So that was fire. I don't even remember listening to this album because it was a lot of singing and shit on here, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of. It was commercial.
It took one spin of this to be like, oh, nah. Like, you could tell what they was trying to do to Future, and thankfully it didn't happen, but you could tell the direction that somebody heard a couple of the singing songs was like, we should do an album of this. Somebody at the label completely fumbled that. That Pluto was trash.
Yeah, it had Magic, and it had Tony Montana, which of course, and Same Damn Time, which were mixtape joints.
And all of that was on the Pluto mixtape.
But the astronaut chick and
not Pluto, Astronaut Status.
Yeah, Astronaut Status was fire though. Let's be very clear.
And the one before that, what was the one before that? They had like the little bank.
Streets Calling.
Huh?
Streets Calling.
Streets is Calling.
That shit was fire too. Damn, that mixtape was banging.
That's when I was outside when Future was out.
That's
I don't know about that other Future. I was that right there, that Future right there, the Future I know.
But this and hitting that Honest, that next album, man, that shit went, bro. He was going the wrong way, dude. Thank God he broke up with Sierra. Quit trying to write duets, nigga.
He was trying to turn that nigga into Russell Wilson, man.
Yeah, that's what...
God damn. He didn't even know she was trying to turn that nigga into Russell Wilson.
He turned into a monster, nigga, after that, and the rest is history.
Man, she tried to turn into Russell Wilson. That nigga turned into Hugh Hefner.
That nigga went the complete opposite, nigga.
Right.
Big Crit debut album, which I think is slept on, Live from the Underground.
Slept on?
Yeah, that's a pretty good project, bro. I know we talk about the mixtapes like went harder, especially the first one, but that album was a sleeper, in my opinion. I thought it was pretty good.
Crit career is like Luther Curl.
I don't believe
never quite really.
He got that rich dad, poor dad on here, nigga. That man, he is ripping that.
But it was just nothing was ever as good as his first thing. Like I don't as just,
and that's a curse. Yeah. That's a gift and a curse in itself.
It is. It's just like you were expecting that for the rest of his career and never got it again. The sample beats, even the subject matter. Like he would hit on it on some of his albums, but it wouldn't be like that Crit
full
was here.
Collection.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. That Crit was here was like
straight through.
Go on a ride with me down to where I'm from and let me just talk to you for a minute. That shit felt like a car. Like we rolled, we were moving back and forth to Nashville, listening to that shit. We listened to that shit the whole way here or there, twice. One of them. And it's just that type of album. And I don't think he did that again. And when you come out with that type of album in the beginning,
it's tough.
Yeah, the expectation is at least I'm gonna get one more of them, and I never heard it. But you're right, this is a good album for a nigga that didn't come out with a classic his first album.
Yeah, right. That's a fact. That's a fact. And your man 2 Chainz, like you said, debuted this year too. That based on a true story. This your shit.
He ain't had an album better than this one.
What?
Like this 2 Chainz best album.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I agree. That's a fact.
This is best album. Like I didn't want to admit it for a while. The second one is good too, based on the true story 2 is good, but this is his best album. Like he was in his bag right here. This
I love them strippers.
Oh my god!
Birthday song, No Lie, that In Town,
and he got the B-sides on there with Scarface and
Dollar
Stop
Boy.
Me Now with Dollar on there. Yeah, like man, this album's fire.
Is he gonna do a 10-year show?
I'm there.
Because he did one for the mixtape.
He did. He need this. This is because this is what made 2 Chainz 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
This album right here. Like it was the mixtapes, it was still Titty Boy, but this album right here was like, okay, it's a new rapper here that y'all got to deal with.
And the album cover was hard too.
The album cover was hard. Just a simple 2 Chainz.
I like that. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, that's hard.
Yes, absolutely. That was my guy. Boy, I played that true. I still listen to Stop Me Now every day when I get up.
That's the shit.
That's my shit, nigga.
Yeah, that shit go hard. I did not know it was nominated for Best Rap Album Grammy. I didn't know that. Damn.
Well, this wasn't a good year. Well, you did have Kendrick Lamar.
It was all right. You know what I'm saying?
Trouble. Me. It was, you know what? As I was looking through this, I thought this wasn't a good year, like you said, but it was actually all right. The first part of the year was trash.
Oh my God.
But we got spoiled. I had 2021-22 brain going into it when we had just had everybody came out.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the Wikipedia for this year, it's like hit. I know every name, at least one a month is coming out.
Yeah.
Going back here, nigga, I got to June before it was an album that I would even listen to.
Yeah, they stumbled out the gate 2012. I ain't even gonna hold you. But it is some heat on here. Big Dog's release, Good Kid, Mad City, instant classic drops.
Debut. That was a debut.
Technically, they don't call it. They call Section 80 his first album, but
which is nuts.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was a mixtape too. But they call that his debut. So, now, but that shit was a classic. Obviously, I remember when I first heard it, nigga. I was like, nigga, this shit is special, nigga.
I remember, and I told this story on here before. You told me to listen to it. I wasn't on Kendrick Lamar. I don't know, I was looking at the numbers. 272 first week is nuts. I don't remember that build up to this.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I do remember we were still buying CDs.
Facts.
And I had a road trip to take, and he was like, dude, listen to that Kendrick Lamar. And I was like, I already tried it. And he's like, nah, you got to listen to the skits.
Yeah.
Because I was just listening to when they started talking, boom, you skip it.
Yep.
And I listened to it with the skits, and he was like, oh, okay. It's like Boys in the Hood on an album. Man. And that shit was, like you said, it solidified Kendrick also as one of my favorite rappers. Like that shit was fucking a masterpiece. Two masterpieces.
And it's in a different, the skits are in a different order, but like it's so dope. You put the timeline together, like you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that shit, like I found like niggas was making think pieces about the order and shit. It was man, that shit was crazy.
You can't have a release like that no more that people sit with, pay attention to, drop the think piece. Like everything is too quick now, even just 10 years ago.
If there was anybody that could do it, it'd be him though.
True, that is true.
So hopefully with this Oklahoma, maybe that's something scrambled. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Nas' life is good. We thought that was gonna be the end of Nas. We thought, okay, this is it for him. This is gonna be the highest he can go. After this is downhill, because that Life is Good is a good ass album for real.
Great album. I love that Life is Good. I'd Stay, my favorite song on there. Fire. But yeah, this was before the Hit Boy reign.
Yep.
This was like niggas thought out. This Nas is throwing one out. He giving us an extra one on his way out.
Yep.
And again, it was banging. This was a Nas that we hadn't seen. He was like, he's always been mature and reflective, but this was just different. It felt like just grown up, grown and sexy, like Nas just stepping in the, what he called himself, the crypto Scarface, like him stepping into that. He was stepping into that bag on this. And you're right, like I'm not the biggest Nas fan. I do respect what he's done for the game and respect some of his albums, but this for me, it was a hell of a way to go out for an artist like him.
Yeah,
I thought at that point in time.
Yeah, exactly.
10 years later, and he's still killing shit,
which is insane. Anything else? What else jump out to you on here when you see the list of notable releases?
That Cruel Summer, Straight Through. That good.
I slept on that
compilation that we never got another one of.
I slept on that, bro. I ain't
gonna lie. Oh my god,
bro! I always used to say Kanye had one miss, and it was that Cruel Summer. Until I ran it back. Shout out my guy Locke. He said, "Bro, you got to stop saying that. You got to run it back." And I'm not gonna lie, it's straight through. I was like, "Damn, I'm mad at myself for that."
It started off with that Ghost and Ray song. That shit, like it just, you didn't expect it to be that good. I know I was listening to it like it was gonna be a compilation now, like because that Self-Made 2 came out this year and it was okay. It was cool. Like a compilation album, like what you would expect. But this shit, this Cruel Summer was like a Kanye West compilation album. Like I'm going to get the best of the best and putting that shit together. Fire. He had that Don't Like on there. Like that shit was just fire. That shit was fire. The Trouble Man. That's probably T.I.'s. Yeah, that's probably T.I. one of his best album post his stardom. Like since it's like the T.I. that we've known now, it's like he ain't really just T.I. That Trouble Man is still pretty damn good.
I would say that and that Libra. If we're gonna do post,
I give you that.
Jay-Z of the South. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Because listen, that Trouble Man got Sorry with Andre 3000. It got Hello with CeeLo.
And hey, man, I'm gonna say it. It got the song with R. Kelly, and it's banging.
No, can you learn to love a Trouble Man?
That's banging.
That's
Robert laced him too. Man,
that might be Kelly's last one right there too.
That was his last one. That was it. That was the last one. T.I. got the last good R. Kelly thing because he laced him. He learned that. He was
That's a fact. No, it's some shit on there. Listen to Run That Wonderful Life with Akon, bro, one more time. Like, I don't know when the last time you heard it, but that shit.
I listen to this pretty frequently. And one other one, my favorite Currency album came out this year, that Stoned Immaculate. This is like, I had been a Friends Currency fan. I never even bought one of his albums. I don't even know what made me buy this.
Yeah.
But he got the song with Marsha Ambrosia. That's the thing. Fire. She bodied the hook as she does.
Yeah.
And he got a song called Showroom on there. Both of those fire. He got a song with 2 Chainz. This Stoned Immaculate is a damn good album. We know what Currency do when he get busy anyway. But this Stoned Immaculate is one of his better label albums. It's not a mixtape.
I can see that. I just get so confused, dude. Like the Currency projects run together to me, and so there's no differential between the 30, but that doesn't mean they're not good. Let's be clear, it's banging, but I can't picture what's on it off the top of my head. That's the only thing I hate about that.
What about the At Jesus piece for you? You've been a Game fan forever. You put me on there. You pulled up bringing the Ale Boombaye.
Listen, that Ale Boombaye and the whip. That motherfucker sounds so good.
Can't help but to go like get that album. I remember I was like, what is this, dude? What the fuck? You didn't even know Game had an album out. What's it called?
Hey,
what that?
That shit, that album was heavy. That's probably on the top half of his shit. Really, though, he had Pusha T on there. He had some people on there. Cole on there, Pusha T, Wayne. Like he had some shit on there. Kanye was on there. It's a fire ass album.
Kevin Hart was on there. Kevin Hart was on the skits.
Man, that shit was funny too. The skits was hella funny. Don't sleep though, because MMG had actually a solid year. Because Meek Mill Dreams and Nightmares, people still play that intro today. That came out, and Rick Ross, God Forgives I Don't, which to me is his best album. That came out too, as well as MMG Volume 2. But that God Forgives I Don't is spectacular.
It ain't better than that Teflon Don, and you know it ain't.
I'm not mad. It's if you take that over there. I'm not mad at that. I can't argue that, but I do think it's slightly better. So I'm talking about slightly.
My favorite 3 Ross albums would be that one, God Forgives I Don't,
for sure,
and what's the other one with Amsterdam? This is the one with Amsterdam on it.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, those only 2 then. Those 2 I got.
Stop.
My favorite 2. I ain't saying that none of them. The rest
okay.
That's just my favorite 2. But I thought there was one more that I was missing that had a name to it. Was it that Mastermind?
Mastermind banging too. Banging.
Not when you double back. It ain't as good.
What?
When the last time you listened to it?
About 2 months ago.
I don't believe that. I'll tell you what kind of made me like Mastermind for me was banging when that you're nobody to some. I hadn't listened to Big's verse or a song.
Oh yeah, no, Ross's version is nothing compared to that.
Oh my God,
nothing,
dude. Like I listened to that one, was banging it forever and everything, and I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. But then for some one reason, I just went back and listened to Big song to nobody. No. Oh my God, the sample that it came from, it ain't even fair, dude.
No, Fresh Montana blew it. Like it was really disrespectful how Fresh Montana sounded on them.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, on that Mastermind, you do got one of the best clips from Puff ever.
Oh yeah, he was talking shit on that. He was
talking that shit to JID. Well, to your boy King Los.
Yeah, he was talking that shit to Los, allegedly. Real quick before we get to these mixtapes. Speaking of mixtapes, 2 DJs actually put out some strong projects because that DJ Khaled Kiss the Ring was hidden, and that DJ Drama Quality Street Music was good too though. Like them was 2 solid ass DJ compilations, dude. Not even gonna hold you. They
had some anthems.
I think this is the one with
that Kiss the Ring had that hip hop with Dawes and Scarface on there, didn't it?
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Dawes murdered that.
That hold on, let me see. Was it just the one with? Yeah, they had some good shit. That DJ Drama had that song with Kendrick Lamar and Lloyd. That was Lloyd bodied that hook.
Yep.
And then they had that We In This Bitch with Jeezy and T.I. It's some good songs on here, like no bullshit.
Then they had a song with Drake too, where he remade it.
Yeah, We In This Bitch 1.5.
Yeah, We In This Bitch 1.5. Yep.
So it was some good shit on there. Other than that though, it's pretty cool. I mean, Nicki Pink Friday, I ain't really a big fan of that though. And Slaughterhouse Let the World Down. Like they were supposed to be. They were supposed to bring New York back in everything. Slaughterhouse Let the World Down, bro.
They did. That was Eminem's fault though, wasn't it?
Probably.
Let Joe Budden tell it was Eminem's fault. But yeah, they did let the world down. I remember I was excited about them niggas clicking up. Boy, you thought it did. But then at the end of the day, nobody want to hear that much rapping, man.
That's too much rapping, bro.
Yeah, nobody want to hear
too much.
Shit.
They too cold. Like all 4 of them niggas can rap, bro.
Yeah, it's cool if it's one of them niggas and maybe 2 of them. You pushing it with 3, but you get 4 niggas like that that's just rapping their ass. So you like, bro,
it's too much, bro.
Cool. I'm good, bro.
Oh shit. Joel LT still be spitting too, nigga. That last Joel LT is nice. Nigga, I can't even front.
What's it called? Monday or something?
No.
That ain't the last one, huh?
I know which one you talking about.
Yeah, that one banging too.
Yeah, that one was straight. Now you right. That one was straight.
He be rapping his ass off, man.
This one is called Autograph. And then the Monday was the one before that.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Mixtapes. What you got?
Man, that Soul Tape. Best
Soul
shit
Tape
Fab
2.
ever did in his life. Yeah, that Soul Tape 2, excuse me. Best shit Fab ever did in his life.
That series.
Soul Tape series in general is the best thing he's ever done, but this is a part of that. That shit was fire. I'm one of those people, I can't really listen to a Fab album and get what I'm looking for from it. But the mixtapes, especially the soul tapes where he's sampling the shit, and it's slowed down and they give me what I'm looking for as far as that sped up soulful stuff, and Fab spitting hot fire all over it, then yeah, the soul tape is exactly what I was looking for.
Fab came out in the wrong era. He came out when you had to have singles and shit. And he was able to do that. Like, he got some big records, but niggas don't want to hear that, bro. We want to hear him on shit like this, too.
Fab robbing us. He should be rapping right now on shit like this. Like, what are you doing, bro?
No. Nigga in the gym fully clothed with a legitimate outfit on, working out.
Fab is an Instagram model, dude. Easy. Look what you just named him for, working out with Jim Jones and Prado sweatsuits, dude. Come on, bro. Come back to the booth, Fab. Rapping's still cool. At least you can make, and that's part of the thing I was talking about with J. Cole. The nigga like Fab think he too cool to rap.
That's
like,
true.
Come on, bro, rap, my nigga.
That's true.
We know that you ain't, we get it, bro, but still rap.
Yeah.
That Yellow album came out this year. Classic.
Stop.
Classic.
Stop.
Dom the GOAT, the West Coast GOAT.
Nah.
Let's go.
Shout out to Dom, but no. Mid. Give me my boy.
Why you
my
like
boy
Dom?
Larry June all day.
Why you don't like Dom?
I could never get into that style, bro. I had to get warmed up to that style. And I think he walked so Larry June could run for me.
That's fair. Speaking of overrated, that Big Sean Detroit came out.
That's a good mixtape, bro.
Niggas was trying to put me on this back. I'm not a Big Sean fan. I finally come to the conclusion. I remember when people were trying to put me on it, I'm like, you can rap, but I don't. Cool. It's just corny.
There's
and
a
that's
song
cool for him.
There's a song on there with Royce the 5'9" that is so fire. Please run that.
Is this on streaming sites?
Man, that's and we know it's on that Piff because they got everything, and I can't believe they're still in business. Number one, but he's got a song with Royce the 5'9" and Kendrick Lamar, banging.
Yeah, I need to listen to that because I don't think I've ever heard that.
That song is fire.
Yeah, Action Bronson Blue Chips was hard too.
Action Bronson, he retired. Motherfuckers be retiring out here in these streets, dude.
Do he still rap?
He can't, bro.
He just owned Viceland. Nigga just doing TV shows on Viceland, bro. That nigga live a life. I'm just gonna eat and do Viceland TV shows.
Shit, we sleeping. Rick Ross, Rich Forever,
top 5 mixtape ever. Easy.
I gotta think on that though.
Easy.
It's a classic though. Let's be clear.
Any kind of way, yeah.
It's a classic. I don't know if it's top 5 though.
To think that Def Jam listened to this project and was like, "Nah, we good," is fucking nuts.
But he had the fucking God Forgives I Don't in the talk. Like them two, to drop those two in the same year, and they're two completely different types of like one is clearly a mixtape, and the other is clearly an album. He was in his bag, bro, that year.
That's true. You're right. One's clearly a mixtape, one's clearly an album. But if Ross is Ross, like I'm thinking, he played it smart. He went in there with the Rich Forever first before they even heard the God Forgives I Don't. How could you sit there and be like, nah, this ain't it? Like, how could anybody sit there and be like, nah, I think you need to just drop it as a mixtape? Like, what?
Yeah.
Nigga, you hear John Legend on this motherfucker singing?
That tape's stupid. It's straight through to it.
Oh my God, dude. And John Legend laced that nigga. He gonna be rich forever.
Really, John Legend. Like I know, like the layup is Chris Brown on the hook. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand. But niggas got John Legend fucked up on them hooks though, bro. Like he cold.
Fact. They got that John Legend cold. Very fucked up.
Last one on here.
Nah. You know what it is? Niggas can't afford that John Legend ticket. That's what it is. Everybody can't buy no John Legend hook, my nigga.
Yeah, you Chris Brown?
Huh? No, John Legend. Everybody can't afford no John Legend. John Legend charged more for a feature than Chris Brown.
Ain't no way.
I promise you.
Ain't no way.
I promise you. It costs more to get John Legend off his couch than to do for Chris Brown.
And
we talking about features. Now, all we talking about, I ain't talking about putting the show together or nothing like. I'm talking about if a nigga call you and be like, I need you to lace this hook, give me a price. John Legend gonna give you a higher price than Chris Brown.
Ain't no way.
Promise you.
I don't believe that. Cause Legend worked with mostly the same people though. Like he's done several joints with Ross. and MMG period, and they all be fired too.
Yeah, they do.
And Khaled, and you know what I'm saying, he worked with them niggas.
Facts. He ripped Nipsey and Big Sean.
Don't sleep on this Big Crit though. Big Crit Forever in a Day mixtape. If anybody wants to run that back, please listen to that Red Eye. Oh my!
I don't know if I remember that.
And when you hear it, you're gonna be like, "Oh shit!" I remember that, because we used to be like, "Damn, he's spitting on here, talking to his gal." Man, you're gonna be like, "Oh shit!" And now listen to that Package Store too. I thought that shit was fire, but that Red Eye is the one to go to.
I think I remember that Package Store vaguely, but I
don't
yeah. I have to double back on that.
Oh man, let us know, guys. What is your favorite mixtape or album from 2012? This year wasn't that bad. When you throw a couple of tapes in there and you take some of the good notable releases, it just started off stupid slow. My God, it stumbled out the gate.
That is a fact. I did start out slow, but like you said, it wasn't that bad, especially with the quality of the stuff.
Yeah,
that came in. Like it's like that Good Kid, Mad City, and the Jesus Piece, like we said, the Trouble Man, the True. Like,
Life is Good.
Like, God Forgives. Like those are good ass albums.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and they hold up. They still ain't. It's 10 years later, and they still hold up. What if Kendrick does that Good Kid, Mad City 10 year?
I'm there.
I'll fly to Compton to see
California one night, nigga. Tell me where to be, and I'm in there, and when they hear that, yeah. Man down, get me as far away from the floor as possible. I will watch that from the bird's eye view. Shout out to Corday. But yeah, I'm in there like butt hell.
Hey, but he can have like the skits
with that. You doing
it played out on the video screen like a little movie. Man, nigga, that shit be hard.
Make that shit like an experience. Like this shit is like you said, a movie. Have that shit play out, motherfuckers come slick, act out some motherfucking skits and shit. Then he come in and man, that should be fire. Holla at us, Kendrick Lamar. We'll coordinate your whole anniversary show, bro. We got you.
Come on,
brought to you by Realville Media.
One night only. We got it.
Facts in Compton. That'll drive you.
Let's get to these wins and losses, man. We got the biggest W of all time to A$AP Rocky.
Oh my God!
For hitting the Powerball lottery. Rihanna is pregnant with his junior. This is the W of the existence of this show.
I'm gonna be so disappointed if I ever hear another A$AP Rocky album. Ever. No disrespect to him and his rapping. Stay there, take care of your girl, raise this kid. You've made it, my nigga. Congratulations. Hats off to you. You're that guy. How mad is Drake at him right now?
He's tight.
Like, is Drake answering his calls?
Drake and Chris Brown are tight right now. Tight, nigga. Fuck that.
Drake's so petty. He called him. Y'all, congratulations, kid. Yeah. Gave him a little fake accent and shit. Some sneak diss and hate.
You're gonna have bars from on that next album in there.
Nigga. Already, nigga. And if I'm A$AP Rocky, I never even heard it. I don't even listen to rap no more, nigga. I just listen to Rihanna.
Hey, listen.
I just watch her try on Savage Fenty all day, nigga.
The real W, the real W is us as listeners that don't have to hear another A$AP Rocky album. That's the real W. If we being honest.
Thank God she retired that name.
Respectfully. Speaking of Drake, we got an L to my guy. His whiskey, Virginia Black, was named, get this, the worst celebrity liquor on the market. It was number 1, and they took the ratings of the product online and they matched it with the cost and the value. That's how they came up with the value, with the actual value of it. And it was rated number 1 worst, man. It's not a good thing.
Rightfully so, probably. It's whiskey. This couldn't have included the Dipset drink. They got what, the Purple Haze?
Was it Scissor?
Scissor.
Yeah.
And that shit is essentially hypnotic in 2012. Like, it couldn't have included that.
But it was cheap, though.
Right, it was cheap. You're right.
That was cheap. Yeah, he might be trying to smack for this Virginia Black.
What was number 1 on the list? You know?
Number 1 was Drake shit.
No, I mean like the best. Did they have a best?
Nah, I only see the bottom 10, and I find it very interesting that 7 of these bottom 10 are whiskeys. Anybody else good, notably famous? Jamie Foxx has. First of all, the amount of people that have a drink is insane. That's the show. Jamie Foxx has BSB brown sugar bourbon whiskey. No way. Where is this shit at? Well, I don't drink, so it doesn't matter to me. I ain't even know, like you said, knew that these people had this. Why does David Beckham have a whiskey, bro? Like, what are you doing? David Beckham. I guess he could sell anything. Fuck it.
I'm gonna say all you gotta do is put his name on it.
That's true. And he ain't got to roll out the bed to do that shit. We got a W to the jeweler. This is Icebox, if I'm not mistaken.
Icebox.
That had Offset's chain. Was it 150,000 worth?
Mm-hmm.
He had left it there 2 years ago, and he still had it on deck for him when he pulled up, gave it to him. W to that jeweler, because jeweler's been taking L's lately.
Offset to forget about that and randomly one day remember, damn, I got a piece at Icebox that's worth $200,000 is nuts. That's fucking nuts to me.
But
yeah, shout out to that jeweler, man, for returning the Icebox down here in the A, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Gotcha. That's where you got your last piece from.
First of all, I'm sure that Offset has been in that damn place in the last 2 years, bro. Like, he had to have re-upped at some point, dude. Or maybe not.
The jeweler was probably like, damn, I forgot you. I might remember this finally. But since it was still there, maybe not.
Well, he's gonna get that shit one more. He was gonna get that shit about 6 more months before he broke it down.
No, Offset had this one right here, man. Sell it to you for half price.
Man, we got a bonus L to Fat Joe. The Don Cartagena was getting ready for his blizzard that was coming up north in a bananas outfit, a crop top bubble coat with the oversized Yeezy boots that looked insane. He got roasted online for it. Big L to Fat Joe, taking fashion risk out here in these streets with the pink hoodie underneath, the whole nine. I
looked at that and immediately thought of you. I said,
absolutely
100% Animal Brown would rock that. Just absolutely like the pose, everything.
Never in a million years. The jacket, niggas was talking about the boots and shit because he got the jeans tucked in his boots, which is so nasty for a husky nigga to do that. You cannot tuck your jeans in your boots if you husky, bro. Like, no, bro. And your padded boots, fam.
Okay, breathe. Eddie was mad, though. The nigga was mad, like, like he shouldn't have been getting roasted. Come on, you put that shit out there, man. Like, what did you think was going to happen, bro?
The pink hoodie, bro.
With the pink hoodie and the nasty boots. And he did the nasty little model lean.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Get out of here, bro.
And the coat was cropped it, bro. Like, it was like, what are you doing? He looked wild, bro. Fat Joe, my nigga, but he looked nuts right there.
The ratio was nuts. I finally learned what ratio meant.
I still don't get it, but fuck it.
That's it. That's you getting ratio. People putting you in your place. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. I'll try to use that in the sentence one day in a tweet and see if I get it right.
Got it off.
On Decker of the Week, man, we're going back to YouTube. Shout out to 2 comments. One, Michael Flowers. These are both on the Chad interview that we did a couple of months ago, man. So people have been checking it out. Shout out to Michael Flowers. Chad is a genius. I am here from searching for him. So obviously he knows something. We agree. And then shout out to Crystal Lopez, who said Chad being so humble, 85%ers supporting on all levels. I don't get to see Chad like this on the show. So I came to see what he had to say. Be blessed on y'all's journey, gentlemen. So appreciate that, man. Good looking.
Appreciate that. Shout out Chad, man, getting the listeners, other people to check in, tap in from the additional interviews, man. Y'all go check out the database. Been doing this for a long time.
Absolutely, man. What you got me to put on this week?
Shout out Kamalu Bell. He has a new documentary on Showtime. It's called like Do We Know Cosby or The Real Bill
We got to talk about Cosby.
Yeah, we got to talk about Cosby.
Yeah.
That shit is fantastically done. I've only watched the first episode, right? And I know what people are thinking. I know all of this stuff. Like, nah, he did it a great way. And he talking to black people. Right. And like, he ain't just like shitting on him, but he is. Right. It's a real fine line that he playing there. If you ever watched his show that comes on CNN where he go talk to the people and he talk to the racists, it's the similar tone because he's like proposing questions that like really don't paint Cosby in a bad way. And then he's proposing some that really do. And then he ends the first episode with a fire ass like mashup of pictures and ladies reading their confessions. That shit was fired up, put it all in perspective for you to wonder if he was a monster or not. That shit really good. I've only seen the first episode. I'm gonna watch the other 3. It's a 4-part series on Showtime. Please check that out. Talk about Cosby.
I'm almost certain you butchered that nigga first name though.
Kamalu. I think it is Kamalu Bell.
Oh, that's how you say it?
What is it? Kamu, right? Kamalu.
No, I ain't got a clue, but I know who he is. He got the little afro.
Yeah, with the glasses and shit.
Yeah.
Looking nigga.
No, his little show on CNN actually was pretty solid though.
It was. It's good. That's really good. Yeah.
I put on. Did we talk about? I can't remember. Did we talk about black market last week? I think we talked about that. About the streaming farms episode.
Yeah. You told me about that.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna keep it simple. Hygiene, guys. Listen.
What?
Listen. I can't take credit for this because my gal is the one that put me on this shit. Y'all got to get the water pick, the water flosser, dude. You got a water flosser? You got to get one tomorrow. Teeth. Yes.
Yeah, that's hard.
That shit is clutch, dude. Yeah, like you felt like you came straight from the dentist, dude. Yes, you can floss with the regular joint. Yes, you can do the goddamn Listerine. You can do the toothbrush, and you'll still have shit that the water flosser can get. It's clutch. I'm mad if you've been on that. Why the hell you didn't tell nobody else? You kept that to yourself. That's better.
Trick to that too, though. You can get a cheap one and really be like, well, not even cheap. If you don't get a good one,
okay,
you're gonna be wasting your money. It's just like you're spraying water in your fucking mouth. You must have got a good one for it to you can really feel the effects. I had to get 2 of them for you to really like feel that shit. Just some trash ones out there. You're like, this shit don't work.
Yeah.
But if you get a good one, and like you saying, absolutely.
That's a cheat code, man. Y'all got to don't go cheap on the water pick, man. Go splurge one quick time on the water pick. That shit is clutch.
I wonder what I need that when I get my veneers, when I get my fake teeth, man.
I don't know, because when I get my veneers, I might throw mine away at that point.
Yeah, I don't know if I need. Do you even gotta brush your teeth for veneers?
Motherfucker just automatically stay white.
Motherfuckers just stay that way. I ain't low maintenance to the motherfucker.
Nigga, food run right off of me.
Listen, you just spray them motherfuckers off.
Straight going to Colombia, nigga, to get right.
Nigga, definitely get that on there. That's on the agenda. And I want your goals on top of them if you can.
Oh shit. Hey man, appreciate y'all tapping in another week in the books. As stated, we should be back in the spaceship very soon. I know we keep saying that. It's actually gonna happen though. We gotta make it happen in Black History Month at some point in time. And we look to also have some more people on here to rap with, like Chad, like other interesting guests. So yeah, we working on that, man. We appreciate y'all staying tuned with us though.
Absolutely. A couple of big episodes coming up. We did something that we rarely do, is plan ahead. So maybe the stock market episode, the annual stock market rapper episode, or maybe you guys should be ready for this. We're going to do an Atlanta Mount Rushmore albums edition.
Listen.
The best 4 albums in Atlanta music history. Well, that should be a fun episode. Now that one probably has to be a studio episode. That should be fun. Getting those 4, getting some opinions. If you guys are thinking about it now, let us know what you think. But that episode is going to come up within the next 2 weeks. The Atlanta Mount Rushmore albums and the rapper stock market that we annually do. Who's hot, who's not, who you buying stock in, who you believe in the game, man. Some big stuff coming from the OndeckTV show.
Sorry, M Extra, you are not going to be on that on that Atlanta Mount Rushmore albums episode. That nigga catch a flight, bro. When y'all doing
flying from DC for that.
Man, listen.
Definitely gonna fly in from DC for that.
Yeah, no, sorry. So Reynolds rap. Hey man, we appreciate y'all tapping in. Hit the link in the description, man. Cop you a sweatshirt. We appreciate it if you support us. Go to youtube.com/OndeckTV. Hit that subscribe button. That also helps as well. Anything else before we get out of here?
No, sir. We appreciate all the support. Support the real. We out.
Holla.